Okay, I'm grateful. Yes, yes, yes. I am grateful. God is my supply. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. So here is what I'm grateful for today. Yes. Loving the hair. Okay. It is all over the place. Do not care. It feels so good today. The color is so. I'm loving it. My husband did it for me. I love it. It's called Fireland. All of the hair. I mean, it's the first time how dark my hair is actually lightened up and like turned a different color. You can't, Rob. You probably can't tell, but I can. And it looks fabulous. I'm grateful for that. Okay. All right. So here's a lesson that I learned today. We did a family outing. We went out to Sandy Ridge in the Lorraine County Park System. And as I was sitting there doing my lessons, okay, because I'm doing a PhD program in metaphysics at the University of Metaphysics in Sedona, Arizona. Online, of course, self-study, whatever. And I had to remember not to limit yourself. Do not limit yourself by saying, I cannot do whatever. Because initially I thought to myself, okay, we have a budget. How can I possibly add school to that budget? So I'm thinking maybe it's not a good idea. Then someone said, no, that's not a good thought. Just cancel, that's not out. And just go to the website and fill out the form. And I did, and it turns out I filled out my application to be accepted to the school just in time that they were giving away scholarships. Yes, scholarships. Okay? Hadn't known that there was a scholarship, didn't know anything about it. No one told me, hey, go. Just got there was a scholarship. And what the scholarship covered was totally within my budget. The payment that I would still have to make was totally within my budget because it was spread out over 4 years, and it was totally within my budget. Totally. So remember that. Do not limit yourself by saying I cannot or I can't afford it. There's no such thing. There's nothing that you cannot afford. I'm sorry. Nothing. Nothing in this world. Because even if you don't have paper money, George Washington's and whatever else, Jackson's, Jefferson's, whomever, Benjamin's, whatever, it's all those bills. Even if you don't have that, there are people in the world who have traded and bartered. There's a woman out there living without money and been doing it for the past 15 years. I read about some guy, I think he was on Craigslist, where he just kept trading stuff, and so he wound up with, I don't know, some really expensive car or something. So you don't always have to have money to do the things you want to do in life. A friend of mine said he wanted to go to this place that he heard about to take pictures, and he was saying, oh, I can't afford it. And it's like, well, wait a minute, dude, you work from home, so you have a little tank of gas. What you do is go on a day that you're off from work, okay? The drive there and back will only probably take maybe a little less than a quarter of a tank, and you still have 3/4 of a tank to go wherever you need to go for the rest of the week, right? Totally went, totally had a good time, and totally was able to do it because he stopped putting limits on himself and saying, I can't, I cannot, or I can't afford it, the gas is too high. No, that is true. It totally is not true that you can't do whatever it is that you want to do because you're too old, too short, too fat, too thin, or you're using a wheelchair. Totally not true. Totally. I mean, heck, I'm taking classes, and at first I thought to myself, well, this is like a couple years ago before I even thought, okay, it's not within the budget. I thought, well, how am I going to write my answers? And there's some program called Dragon, Naturally Speaking, that types when you talk. So I didn't have to worry. I mean, the answers are totally being typed out. I just speak into the computer and the answers are typed out. No worries. So I just wanted to tell you that. I just wanted to share that with you. You have so much to be grateful for in your lives. And you will probably realize more things that you have to be grateful for if you stop limiting yourself by saying, I cannot. I can't afford it. I'm too old, too short, too thin, too fat, too whatever. Or I'm African American, or I'm a woman, or I'm disabled. Don't limit yourself by putting labels on yourself or saying you can't because of those labels. The only label you should be subscribing to is that you're a child of God, because that's all we really and truly are. You're children of God. creations of God. All the other labels come from society and mean absolutely nothing unless you give them meaning. So, be grateful, people. You have a lot to be grateful for, otherwise you have no idea. Be in gratitude, and when you can't be in gratitude, then forgive yourself for not being in gratitude, and then you'll find that you become more grateful. So, this video is about not putting limits on yourself because you are limitless. You know that movie with the guy from Hangover? Limitless. That movie is totally true in a metaphysical, esoteric kind of way. You totally can do, be, do, or have whatever you want in life. Alright, so I'm at the end of this video. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If you're here today hearing this, please comment, rate, or subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm saying. And if you really have something positive to share, send me a video response. Alright. I'm grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful. Grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful.